Hello and welcome to Board Game Gumbo. Today we're unboxing Calimala from Stronghold Games. It's a game for 3 to 5 players that takes at least 75 minutes to play. It is a worker placement Euro style game. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so let's look at our rule book first. As you can see, this is a fairly dense Euro game, so the rules are pretty extensive. We've got a couple bags of components in here, so each player is going to have, in their own player color, wooden cubes, which we've got 2 bags here, wooden discs, which are essentially their workers, and then wooden ships, and then we've got a first player piece here, the little pawn. And then each player is also going to get a certain number of white discs, which are workers that are a little bit more efficient. Got some extra bags, which we always appreciate. A deck of cards. Let's go ahead and look at the board and the punch board here. And this is actually wrapped. Okay, so we have our player board here, game board. You can see there are several different areas to this game. Down here in the bottom left, we have the city streets, and we should have some punch board. See if I can find it. We're going to have a punch board for the different locations. So first we have some player boards. So each player is going to get a board in their particular color. We have some extra scoring tokens, just if you need it, if anybody goes over 50. These, I believe, are the scoring tokens. So this will determine how points are scored throughout the course of the game. So we've got more scoring, but here are our action tiles. So our action tiles are going to go into the city streets in a random configuration at the beginning of the game, like so. And we've got some more here. We're not going to punch them all out right now, but so these action spots will be random at the beginning of the game. And on a player's turn, they're going to place one of their discs down. And they're going to take both actions associated with it. So both of the arrows, they're going to take both actions in any order they want. And then later, if another player goes to that action, or even if the same player goes to that action, the player who goes there is going to activate it, and then the player below it is also going to activate it. So you're going to get multiple uses out of your workers. We talked a bit about the scoring up here, which these tokens here will be up there. And these will score for different things. This one scores for a particular building up here, and scores for marble. But so these will be up here, and then as the game progresses, as these workers are placed out, eventually these workers will be sent up here into the scoring area, starting at the 1, but this is just an example. And then you'll score whatever tile you're placing that worker on. So we have the locations that you'll go to. the actions that you'll activate. And then we have the scoring, which will happen at various points throughout the game. We also have locations that you can go to. And all of this depends on the actions you take, which are all on your player board. So you have your player board here. You have a warehouse for the 3 resources, wood, bricks, and marble. You have a workshop where you can make cloth, and you can also build more workshops. And then up here, you have the different actions depending on where you go on the board. So if you take one of these 3 actions, you're going to get 1 resource of that type into your warehouse. If you take this action, you can build either a ship, a trade house, or an additional workshop, and they cost specific goods. Ships just go here, as do your workshops. Your trade houses actually go out onto the board where they have the little house symbols. If you take this action, you can create art, which the different locations ask for art. It's also one of the scoring. Essentially everything here, it has a scoring tile associated with it. So you kind of want to do everything, a little bit of everything. This one makes cloth in each warehouse you own. So if you have 3 warehouses, you're going to get 1 cloth in each one. This one ships cloth. This one transports cloth by trade routes. So basically to where you've placed your trade houses out on this board. And this one allows you to basically contribute to rebuilding specific buildings, which is these 3 spots at the top of the board. We also have a deck of cards here, which are action cards. Essentially, when you are taking actions, putting out your workers, you can play these cards in addition to those actions, either before or after you take the actual action where you're putting your worker. We also have, so here are the action cards. And so you can see that they just correspond to the different actions you can take. You know, the build action, getting wood, transporting, all the different actions that'll be out on this board are also in these cards, just repeated over. So these are extra actions you'll get on your turn. The last thing you get is these scoring cards. So everybody in the game is going to be given at the start of the game, I believe 2 of these at random, and then you're going to score at the end of the game. It's basically secret extra scoring. And that's it. That's everything you're going to get in a copy of Calimala from Stronghold Games.